I feel so important up here.
Yay!
Now I feel important. Thank you, thank you. My name is Diaz from New Country Q1031. Thank you guys so much for coming out to Wizard World Comic Con. Before we start our Boondock Saints panel here, let me just quickly remind you that tomorrow morning at 7:20, we'll be giving away tickets to see Jason Aldean. We got some country music fans here, right? Besides Boondock Saints fans? You can make some noise for me. So there we go. Good shot. Also, if you do want to ask a question to the panel, make sure you're using that microphone over there, okay? We all good to go? Okay. Bringing to the stage now, Sean, Patrick Flanery, and David Della Rocco. Boondock Saints, everybody.
What's happening, kids? What's up?
Hey.
It's fucking late, man. It's just like, you know, it's too crowded. I don't want my hay to get drowned out and everybody else. Wait till silence and then, hey. Well, how you doing? What's shaking, cats? So who's gonna shake the corners of my mind today? Okay, well, this is fun. Little cutie dude. You know what's funny? Like, before you leaned over, I just saw the dude, and I'm like, he's here by himself, man. Until you leaned over, I was like, damn. What's going on, kids? What are we going to talk about?
What's your favorite kind of cake?
You want the honest God truth? Here's the deal. There's a couple of fancy places in LA. One is a highly regarded cupcake place called Sprinkles. There's a super exquisite, expensive cake and pastry store on Melrose called Sweet Lady Jane. And I like fucking Betty Crocker. I'll be honest, I go to these things and I know, like, you can get a fucking cupcake for $18.95. Boom! Hold me with that shit. Give me some fucking Betty Crocker shit. It's what I grew up with, you know what I mean? It's nostalgic. It's what's home to me. I don't know, but I don't know of another cake, no matter how much you pay for it, that's more moist than fucking Betty Crocker. I mean, my mom made that shit. It's just like, damn, it's perfect. I don't know, every time I hear this, like, oh my God, you gotta go to Sprinkles, it's amazing. And you go in there, it's a cupcake for like $18. You're like, are you shitting me? I mean, my taste buds shut down when I'm not offended by spending $18 for a cupcake. You know what I mean? It's like, there is no cupcake. Come on, man. It's hard to beat, like, Betty Crocker's my favorite, and chocolate more specifically. Obviously. What's that? I'll be honest, I'll welcome a chocolate cake. Andy Duncan, a buddy of mine that I knew back in the day, I'll never forget, we were Baskin and Robbins, and to me, I just figured, if everybody liked chocolate, I mean, it's chocolate. And I remember we were like all, and I saw him at Baskin's and Robbins, like a first Baskin and Robbins that opened. He stood in line, and he went up there and he ordered, and he said, yeah, could I have a single scoop on a sugar cone of strawberry? And I was like, and this is how naive I was. I was like, Andy, they have chocolate. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna get the strawberry. I was like, you willingly getting the strawberry over the chocolate? It was the first time I thought, that was the first moment that I realized, wow, people are different. They're different. I was like, okay, all right, okay. My taste buds were like, chocolate! Long answer to a question about cake, but anyway. Who's next? Val, go ahead. Val, ladies and gentlemen. Val, remember, by the way, the vanilla's kicking ass. Thank you.
Is this even working? Oh, God.
What did you say?
It works. Okay, apparently it works. This is a question I promised Sean that I would ask, so I need all of you to answer this for me. If anyone has heard about his blog, Shine Until Tomorrow, I know it's completely changed my life. I have PTSD, and he's helped me more than I can say, and I'm about to cry. But if Shine has changed your life, can you please stand up so he knows how many people that he's helped in this room?
What is this?
Wow.
What did you do?
That's cool.
I just joined yesterday, so give me a few days.
Did you?
I did.
Right on. Right on.
Talk to you today. And I'll
Thank
check
you.
it out.
What's that?
And I'll check it out.
God bless. Rock's like, what? Shine on what? Shine on your crazy diamond.
Also, with that, we brought a bunch of printouts of your blog, so whoever doesn't
Did you really?
heard of it, we did, yeah. So whoever hasn't heard of it, hasn't been inspired to move it by the door over there, pick up a copy. If you're not shining yet, you can just shine your ass off.
God bless. That's very good. Thank you. That's cool. I'm very glad. Yes, sir, brother.
I earned that serious. But, or board, but two questions real quick. One, the beginning of the movie, the Boondock Saints movie, with the church, I've always been wondering, is that before everything that happens, like the fight with the Russians in the hospital, or is that after?
Nee, Rocco.
Before.
That's before.
I couldn't tell. It seemed like they were in like fight mode, or like they just got in started on a mission.
It lives in fight mode.
Also,
Our daily basis is DEFCON 5.
Also, the brothers, like, if they, since they see they're called the Saints, they in this role, if they ever saw themselves as a superhero, who do you think they see themselves as that relate to a superhero?
Rock.
Silver Surfer and Captain America.
I think a better question is, if you ask Silver Surfer and Captain America, which Boondock Saint did they like?
Sorry, I think you should respond in Irish. Will somebody please come over here
And me up the ass! Well, there you go. Any takers? Usually there's one motherfucker crying. Clearly he didn't come to the panel. Yes, sir.
Well, this question is actually both of you. What was your most memorable moment of working on that movie, Boondock Saints?
Rockenstein.
All of it. All of it, you know. You know, probably the first day, you know, because I was talking to Troy and it was his first time. And I remember Defoe had to just go up and do this thing. And so it's his first time directing, and it's Defoe. And he has to go up and like say something to the crowd or something like that. And afterwards, he does it. And I go, how'd it go? He says, he did all right, but he wanted to do it again, so I let him. It was just kind of funny, because it was both our first. Those guys are old pros, but that was our first film, me and Troy. And so I kind of have to say that first shot probably was, you know, but you.
Man, you know, it's just a generalization, but it's just a pleasant feeling when I remember the filming of Boondock 1. You know, there's not a lot of films where I can honestly say that, you know, when you wrap a film, you put a lot of numbers into your contact list and you never fucking use them. You know, Boondock Saints is one of those that's heavily used. So it's a warm, fuzzy feeling. The first time that we shot that, I made a lot of good, lifelong friends, and that's kind of, that sticks out severely in the entertainment industry. It just doesn't happen a lot. You know, there's not a lot of people you stay in contact with. It's you know, just the transient nature of actors. People move in, people move out. It's just, I made a lot of good friends, and there's not one moment. It's just a general, like, wow, this is cool. I made a lot of good friends. They're still my friends today. You know, it's one of those rare films. And I've known Reedus for 10 years prior to that. So it was just cool. You know, it was like, no shit. You to me? Oh, wow. You know, it was cool.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, man.
I got two questions. I hate microphones. What was it like working with Billy Connolly, and did he actually make you try to laugh the entire time? Because that man is hysterical.
The best part about Billy Connolly is no, he's not trying to make you laugh. It's just funny.
And
he looks at
his
After everything he says, he's like, what? You're like, did you just fucking hear what you said?
And do you still feel bad about the cat? No?
It's all right. It's in a better place.
I will tell you that I have actually used numerous times the... Well, there's been many numerous uses for that word. That just is one of my favorite lines and have used it more often than not. So I just wanted to know about that.
It certainly expressed the diversity.
Yes, there is certainly diversity in the word. Thank you.
How hard was it to film the scene when Rocco got killed?
We didn't care about Rocco. It's all acting, like, whatever.
Do you know, when he was doing the scene, he was doing a really good job. And I felt good. Great actor, of course. And I go, oh, he really misses. Fuck you.
I'll tell you, it really shattered Rock, though, when they're rolling. We're like, Cutlass going again. I'm like, Rock, you alright back there? And he was like, oh, fuck you, man. You don't really care, do you? Now, those are, you know, they're fun scenes, but it's easy to believe in a script that's well written, you know, because they're very believable threads that are woven into a good script of emotion that's easy to plug into, you know. And we all hit it off from day one, and the prospect of that really happening is pretty epic. I think it's easy for anybody to identify with, you know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm curious as to how they filmed the cat scene so convincingly without actually killing a cat.
Who told you we didn't kill a cat?
You know, we could have. No one ever said it. They would have. Maybe we did, knowing Troy and these guys.
I can't believe y'all have bought that fucking story for this long that we didn't actually kill a cat.
A couple of times I wasn't drinking and they were drinking, thinking they weren't drinking. But we didn't kill the cat.
You know what? The PETA official came on the set because they heard that we killed a cat. And as a sign of fucking protest, that night, I wore a live rattlesnake as a condom. And the PETA official, she liked it. Oh, the irony. They're all bitching and moaning until they enjoy it. Yes.
So, we know that you're going to be doing Devil's Carnival 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know if you have your own song in it yet?
I don't know. I certainly hope so. Just so I can tell my friends once again, yeah, my single's going to drop next Tuesday. Get it on iTunes. It's kind of cool, you know, to like put your name in there and a song comes up that you can get. I hope so. I think that's the plan. It's me and Paul Sorvino in heaven. That's how it starts. So it's a killer opportunity to work with Paul, who's a gem, by the way, and a fucking opera singer. Like, who knew? Well, the way I found out is because our trailers share a wall. And every night when I'm trying to take a nap, what the fuck? And it was him. I mean, it literally sounded like Pavarotti. Until I saw him like at lunchroom doing it, I'm like, that's really him singing it live. That cat's got like a classically trained operatic voice. Super good dude though. I hope I have a song. So I can kind of rap it like I did last time. Yes, baby, 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 baby.
Hi, I'm Jessica, and I preach Boondock Saints everywhere I go. I mean, I really try to make people fans. If they, you know, if someone hasn't seen it, I'm like shoving it in their face, like, you have to see this. And it got to the point where I had to do it to my mom, and my mom, she's like the reason that I would watch Boondock Saints. I mean, she's, you know, she got me into everything that I love about films, and so I was wondering if you guys would, I mean, I made her into a huge fan. I made her into like a super, she's probably a bigger fan than me now. And wonder if you guys would say
Bring that
hi
phone
to
up.
her.
Bring the phone up. Let's just call her right now.
Do it.
You're welcome. What's mommy's name?
Kathy?
Kathy. Let's find her. She didn't have her mom on speaker. Gotta look her up with the K's. I'm like,
That's my husband shouting at you that it's a new phone, and I'm not tech savvy, so.
Plus you're freaking out because you're setting up
Kathy.
anyway.
Kathy, you even have your mom's last name? Damn. Mobile? Kathy. Call or don't call? I just fucking said call. Yes, I'm sure. I'm positive. How do I put this on speaker? Make speaker steam.
Speaker Steve.
She answers.
What's your name? Jessica. It's not even ringing, man.
See how real life things are so fucking funny? When you write a script, just say Flanery, make a phone call.
We need 7 more pages. Put a phone call. Where's your husband? Raise your hand, husband. Hey, do you have a phone that works? It's still like fucking hello, trying to connect to the phone gods. No, I mean it's not. I don't think it has a signal or something.
And here comes the husband.
Are we calling her cell phone?
What's that?
Are we calling a cell phone?
We're trying to get in contact.
Yeah.
Smoke signals, I don't fucking care. Yes, in the meantime.
I was hoping you could tell a random hilarious story you haven't told before.
Mother of God!
Brand new.
Yes, please.
A random funny story.
Tell the story of how Reedus got lost in Tokyo and how you found him. That's probably a good story.
I haven't heard
Has he ever told the inner details of that?
We're going to pretend yes and tell you to tell them anyway. I haven't heard it.
You haven't heard it?
Yeah. I'd like to hear it. Tell it to me.
We want to hear this.
It was riddled with debauchery.
She's on.
Hello, Kathy? Kathy. Hey, I'm here with Jessica, your daughter. And we are standing in line to go to the panel of the questions and then all of the answers and stuff for the Boondock Saints. And she was telling me that you're a big old fan. Is that the truth? Oh, that's crazy. Because I've been so wanting to meet them, specifically like Rocco and the Murphy one, but with the long hair, and he's all pouty and just mysterious and dark and smoldering. And I mean, I met that other one, the regular kind of one, but he was just not really impressive. But I gotta tell you that Rocco, he is a chunk of man. Do you feel the same? Do you feel the same way? I mean, am I alone? Did that Murphy one and the Rock? I just have dreams about. I'm telling you, like when that cat splattered on the wall. I'll be honest, I chubbed up a little bit, and I know I wasn't supposed to in that part of the film, but good God. And anyway, Jessica was telling me that she turns you on to these stories too, the Boondock Saints, and I think we have a common thread here that we should explore. Kathy, are you with me? What?
Kathy, don't lose me here. I thought we were connecting. Tell me the truth, Kathy. Are you a connector? Jessica said you were a connector. Keyword, nectar. Oh, mother of God, Kathy. You are a filthy little mommy, aren't you? Jessica, withhold that information. Good God, it's all secret and stuff. Anyway, listen. If I get up there, I'm going to give that Murphy a big old smooch for you because he's so smoldering and mysterious. And I want to run my fingers through that dark, long hair. And I may just give that one Connor dude a pat on the back or something like that because I don't really care. But then when I get Rocco, I'm going to give him a big old bear hug and squeezer. I'll say it came from you, Kathy, okay? Toodles, you little sponge cake. And I'd like to just close with this little word for you to take home. Sailors! 99, chickadee.
Give your mom a hug for me. I will deny that shit too, by the way. When I meet Kathy, she's like, we spoke on the phone. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Pretty sure like 8 people have it on film though, so you're kind of screwed.
Damn it!
Damn it.
Who's next?
You're supposed to tell us about Tokyo. Reedus.
Oh, you know what? I gotta clear the powers that be first. I don't know. Tokyo was, it's an underground story that she'll stay underground. But we lost each other for a period of time. And then we found each other for a period of time. Tokyo was fun. It was fun. Rock, you got any stories?
Tell the story. My life compared to his is so boring.
Rocco's life is not boring.
No, it's not.
At all. Rocco's got more shit going on than all of us put together.
I was the guy that got him lost in Tokyo. I was pulling the strings.
He's a volunteer, man.
That's
So,
the mom calling back as you give the phone ring.
Is it? Rock, you got any stories? Wait for it, wait for it.
I'll think of it. And when I think of it, I'll tell you.
There you go. When it comes to him organically.
He's really a fun man.
No.
Who's next?
Alright, Boondock Saints 1. Rocco's joke cuts off. He says, your pinko kami mother sucks so much dick that her face looks like a
Glazed donut. And I don't know why he cut that off. And I tried to say it real fast to get it in there. It's like, you gotta say the joke.
There was a lot of really off-color jokes that were sliced out of it that I happen to think were fucking funny. Yes, sir.
How's it going, guys? I'm Cody. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I'm just a huge fan of you guys. I mean, let's face it, guys. We have Wyatt fucking Earp sitting up here. And, my mom is also a huge fan, and it was her birthday just a couple weeks ago, and I was wondering if I could get you guys to get a birthday shout-out for her. Would that be okay?
Call her up right now. Bring it up. Hurry. You can get her on the phone right now. Call her up. Give me the phone. Quick, quick, quick. What's your name?
Now, like, do you have
What's your name?
Mom?
Cody.
What's her name?
Also Kathy.
Kathy. Here's the phone. Here's the phone. Here's the phone.
You were just phone having today.
Kathy, what's her last name?
Swank.
It's my birthday. It's my birthday too. Nobody answers phones anymore.
Hello, looking for, this is Officer P.D. Quigley with Louisville P.D. I'm looking for Kathy Swank. I got your son Cody here. Do you have a free about 45 minutes? I'm going to need you down to the office to ask a couple questions. You do that? Kathy Swank? I'm talking to Kathy Swank? Listen, Officer P.D. Quigley, Louisville P.D. We got a situation here that I think you could help us unravel. We found your son with his tidy whities around his ankles. There were 17 Twinkies that he stole from a goddamn 7-Eleven, and I don't stand for that shit. If he wanted to steal a Slurpee or some shit like that, that's fine. You don't steal a fucking Twinkies. Kathy, you there? Let me ask you, can you come down to PD, Louisville PD? You have a good reason why? Is your shows on right now? Is I interrupting your shows? Are you having supper? Be honest with you. You and the old man, y'all getting dirty right now. What's that? Oh, okay. All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to swing by and give you a sugar loaf fuck. How about that? God bless you, Kathy. I'm here with your boy, Cody, and he's a fine, upstanding little citizen. Matter of fact, I'm going to give him a couple free Twinkies. All right, bye-bye, baby. Just no idea. The underwear riddle Twinkie thief.
I don't mind the Slurpee.
I think she was fucking pissed at me. Yes.
So worth it though.
There's actually a name for you guys when you're in Japan. We call you Japandus now. Epic. Hashtag read. Epic.
I like that.
Rock, you didn't tell me what kind of cake you like. Flavor.
Chocolate, vanilla.
Okay. You guys are awesome.
Toss up.
You guys are awesome.
Is it really?
Yeah, you say with cake.
Like a chocolate
with the cake chocolate, but with ice cream vanilla, I think.
Huh. Yes, sir.
Yeah, in the first movie where you and Norman Reedus had to, you spoke 7 languages, how much time did it take for you and him to actually learn those lines?
Well, you're putting us together, you and him, as if we both possess the same brain capacity. Which stumps me a little bit. There's things that Reedus is great at that I suck at. Things that I'm good at that he sucks at. I won't define each individual one. But Reedus had cue cards all behind him. He was like doing his Russian. He was like, Spashintny, Lushnaftik, Klafagus, and Schnaffensleifen.
And then there's name is like, what the heck did he just say? Right?
Totally. And, like, if you notice, if you watch it, like, a lot of times they panned across us, and then when he'd start talking, they pan away, and then we looped it later. Yeah. But Willem Dafoe was back there, like, making all kind of fucking facial gestures. He was, like, loving the fact that fucking Reedus could not put one fucking syllable together. The motherfucker looked good smoking. Почестный столешники слачачку. Кечка добродела. Reading that shit. You know, it's funny, you know, to learn the language, if it's something you don't speak, you learn it phonetically, which is really difficult, because if you don't have an image to relate to it, learning lines is one thing, because you're memorizing the story. But imagine a language that you don't know, especially if you don't, if it's a Latin-based language and you already know some English, or some Spanish, or some French, then it's easy. The ideas are similar. Leche, latte, lait all means milk, so it's very similar. A language that you have no concept of is a lot like learning beep, beep, winkle, winkle, zop, zop, what? Okay, ching, tao, bing, bing. You're like, okay, that was 3 binks, a haka, haka, ching down, and it's just like, You know, and then, once you memorize all those noises, then you have to memorize the emotion that goes with it, and you have no association. You're like, okay, be sad when you say tinkle tinkle wink wink bang a dong chai. You're like, oh, okay, pick a dink dong bang a dong chai. You're like, I don't fucking know what. So it's just bizarre. Having said that, I'm fucking smart.
Thank you.
Yes.
Can you tell us a new donut story?
A new donut story? I'll tell you a new donut story. Donut's 14. For you guys that don't know, I have a dog. She's 14. I've had her since she was 5 months old. And she's one of the best creatures I've ever met in my life. And she's getting a white muzzle now. And she's still really active. But one of the times that really, really freaked me out, that now in hindsight's funny, but it scared the shit out of me. She sleeps in the bed with me, obviously. Fucking dog sleep. And she completely, boom, at 4 a.m. in the morning, fell off the bed. Fell off the fucking bed. Donut's 90 pounds. Fucking fell off the bed. And I jumped out of the bed and I ran around, and she's laying there exactly like she was sleeping. I thought she had a heart attack, and I panicked. I'm like, Donut! And then she woke up like, what the fuck, dude? I was like, you fucking whore. You fell off the fucking bed, didn't even fucking wake up. That's a no-shitter. She fell off the fucking bed, landed in the same curled up configuration she was sleeping on, which I don't know how, because if you fall off the bed, you gotta, you know, I don't get it. Fucking still dreaming and shit. Because when she dreams, she lays there and she'll be like, and I'm like, oh, she's fucking running through green pastures, chasing like rabbits, and that's where my brain goes, you know. Fell off the fucking bed, and she wasn't twitching anymore, but she was laying there, and I thought she had a heart attack, and I was petrified. And when I shook her, she looked at me like, what the fuck, dude? I was having a good dream. I was like, whore. Never fucking do that to me again. Subsequently, now she falls off the bed about once a month. And it kind of trips me out, but I know she's okay. But, like, fucking falls off the bed. She's a funny chick, man. She's a funny chick, but I guess you have to be there, man. It was scary.
That's a funny story, though.
Yes,
I had
man.
a cat once, and it just like the motherfucker wouldn't move. And I thought it was dead one time. It was at the end of my bed. And I looked at it to see if it was breathing. It wasn't breathing. And I went like that, and got up.
That's some vintage rock right there. So you guys don't know. That's some vintage rock. I don't know how many of you heard the first time I met Rock. This is what fucking Rock says. I'm on the set. I've seen him once in a bar before we did the movie. He's like, yeah, that guy's gonna play Rock, and he's behind the bar. He's bartending. Were you bartending? Weren't you? Yeah. And so the first day on set, I see him. I'm sitting in a chair waiting to see Rock wandles up, really slow. He comes and he looks at me and he goes, Sean. I was like, yeah, right. He goes, do you like peanut butter? I said, yeah, Rock, I like peanut butter. Yeah, me too. And he walked off. Just like that shit. And I touched it. It was alive. This motherfucker, and then after that, we'll come up with some fucking algorithm shit for HTML code. And you're like, whoa, man! I want to climb around his cranium one day, man. Some secret, sneaky shit going on there. I want to find out that he's like a fucking CIA operative one day. And Rock, and you know what? All you fuckers are going to be like, no shit. I'm going to be like, I fucking knew that. Knew that shit. Because every once in a while, some sneaky secret shit sneaks out, and you're like, that fucking peanut butter shit was made up, wasn't it? Just to make me think, what the fuck? It's never what the fuck. Anyway.
I don't know how many people have seen the pictures where you put a blue belt on Donut and you're grappling with her. And
Yes.
I know it's unlikely if you have been very drunk, so how did that happen?
You say it again?
You probably weren't drunk, and that's why it happened.
No, that was the middle of the day.
Middle of the day.
You know what? I trained jiu-jitsu half for years, but I put a blue belt and a gi on my dog, and I did these little demos, arm locks, rear naked chokes, full hooks in and everything. And Donut, literally, it's kind of genius because the expression on her face is always. Tap. Tap. But I got some hate mail. I'm not kidding. This is how fucking weird the internet is. I get so many people that are like, I can't believe you would abuse your dog. How dare you? That's just fucked up. Like, wanted to call animal services on me for playing with Donut. I mean, I'm like, really? Do you really think I was like hyperextending her arm? You fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Like, I took the time to video it and go, yeah, I put my dog to sleep. She didn't fucking tap. You know, I got hate mail and death mail from that. Crazy, right?
It was so cute.
I thought so. I thought it was fun. And she loved it too, you know? She's just fucking happy to be there. Here's a donut trick. I can now take an Oreo and put it on her muzzle. She can flip it up and eat that shit before it hits the ground.
I do that, but my dog eats with a fork inside. I can't.
Now you're gonna get hate mail about chocolate.
And here's a little bit of trivia. Tater tots, tater tot with ketchup, plain tater tot. She will not eat the fucking plain tater tot. This is what's funny, because she knows eventually I'll put ketchup on it. And that's so interesting to me. Like, dogs are so like food. Eat it now, eat it now. There may not be any more. Her culture is so expressly detailed that she knows I'm gonna eat the one with ketchup. And if I wait long enough, he's gonna fucking stick some ketchup. I'll wait and I'll get the one with ketchup. You can not feed her for a fucking day and she'd still be like, hold up for the ketchup. He's gotta come. Anyway, we got two more and then we gotta wrap it up. Yes, ma'am.
I kind of have two. My first question is, what is the most ridiculous thing you did as a threesome on the
Whoa, whoa, threesome, whoa!
I meant you two and Reedus. Like, what's the most ridiculous prank you played?
What makes you think we've had a threesome? But I like me some
You're all
rock.
very pretty.
You're all pretty.
You mean the three of us together? Rock, lay it on.
What?
See, that's the ruse again. He's like studying all this shit. He's pretending he caught it.
What's the weirdest thing? What?
That we all three did together, right?
What's the craziest thing you guys did on set? Because I have a feeling Tokyo sounds way better. Anyone tell us
Scary rock look right there.
I'm a little scared.
That would be a perfect ending.
I'm not much. I could think of something maybe later.
You know, here's the deal with that. You know, men, when they're really good friends, they harass each other and they pick on each other when they don't really mean it. That's just the male vernacular. That's how you know you're close, because by repeated behavior, we know that we're really good friends and we have our back. You'd let your best friend smack you in the face, all in a joke, when they don't really mean it. Women compliment each other when they don't really mean it. For their friends. I got like the equivalent here, like we have all these backward stories of us fucking each other because we're friends. You know, we do that shit because we're friends, you know? And that's why we get away with it. Like I do some pretty fucked up shit to all of them, I'll be honest, you know what I mean? And I'm probably the biggest culprit, but it's because I dig them. You know, it's because I know these cats have my back. And they know that that's my vernacular. They know it's not malicious or anything like that. But I've done some fucked up shit. I'll be honest.
And then my other question was, do you actually speak several other languages, or did you just...
Ja, natuurlijk. Ik spreek viele spraken. Bullshit. I lived in Rome for 6 years, and I grew up in Texas, so, you know, it's kind of a sacrilege. If you grow up in Texas, you can't speak Spanish, you know. And then after that, like I was saying, Latin-based languages are fairly easy to learn once you learn one. Sounds amazing. You'd be like, ooh, once I learn Spanish, then I learn French. It sounds amazing, but it'd take you another week if you learn Spanish to learn French. And then consequently Italian as well. I wouldn't consider myself fluent in any of them, but I can get by in all of them. Well, the ones that I've studied, you know, and I think it's pretty important to, you know, show respect to the area and try to communicate on their tongue as well, you know. And I can't really preach that about the United States unless I do it when I go abroad. So I do it when I go abroad.
That's very cool. Thank you.
Yeah, you will.
I have another one of these gay-mo emotion stories. I have a friend who's like super depressed, and I was gonna see if you could call her, but she's at work. But she wanted me to tell you that she loves you guys.
We love her.
And also, I just want to hear Rocco talk because he's hilarious.
Rock. How old are you?
19.
There was two things he was going to say. They were dictated by how you answered that question.
What are you dressed up as?
Huh?
What are you dressed up as?
Japanese schoolgirl?
Oh, you're 19.
Thank God you can't see thought bubbles. Good friends can see it. I'll tell you what's going on.
Do I want to know what's going on?
Well, we gotta go now. Got a flight to Dallas, and then like Oklahoma, and then Portland, and then I think we're gonna LA.
Rock is a good flyer. He loves flying. It's relaxing for him. So he's looking forward to this trip. Let me tell you this, man. Every airport bar is singing when Rocco has to fly. Rocco does not like airlines
Jack
at all.
the price up for me.
Did they see it coming and just put the bottle on the bar?
And like the other time, we were late to the airport. So you think that Flanery would like feel bad for me because I don't have a chance to drink. He's laughing. You can't get drunk.
Every time we fly somewhere, we'll meet at LAX. And I'll bump into Rock or something, you know, he'll wander off because he wants to go have a couple pre-flight cocktails. As soon as we get there, that's what fucking comes out of Rock's mouth. You on my flight?
Oh, I'm just sitting here.
I was like, we saw each other at LAX, brother. Yeah.
Okay, but what's your favorite cocktail then?
Notice there's no label on it. Hey, listen, guys, we got to run, but I want everybody to know that, you know, I think we're very well aware of the fact that we're in the most expendable industry known to man. And economic collapse or anything like that, we're the first person to be fired and be out of a job. It's an honor, it's a privilege, it's very humbling to come in a room and have people just want to sit down and listen to stories about your job. You know, we should be so grateful. It's humbling, and it's nourishment for the soul and the self-esteem for this kind of stuff. You know, when you do theater, you get a direct connection. You know, that energy is reciprocal. You get the feedback immediately. When you do film, you don't. You know, and the crew members, they don't care. They're a little bit action cut. Okay, next. You're like, was that good? Yeah, it was good. They don't care. So it's events like this when we can really hear and feel the feedback, and it's soul nourishing. It really is, and we don't take it lightly. It's a special thing to see you guys line up and just want to take like a ball of adoration and smash it in our face. It's just really, really cool, and it's reciprocated. God bless you guys. It's an honor. It's a privilege, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I think Rocco feels the same way. Reedus feels the same way, and thank you guys very much.